everybody, it's Jess here with Bless Jess. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to another daily vlog. I am having a no hair and makeup day. That's what I call it when I don't get ready for the day. I'm struggling today, you guys. I am hitting a wall. So yesterday or last night, I just really didn't feel good through the night. I was having really bad acid reflux. I don't know if anybody else struggles with that. I have it very infrequently because I take medication for it, but every now and then I'll wake up with like really bad acid reflux, and it is like the worst feeling. I would rather have like severe pain than that. And it took me hours to go back to sleep. So I am really tired today. I am super tired and I just want to lay down and like do nothing. But I've like bribed myself that I can stay in my pajamas. I've got like warm fleecy pajamas on with like a hoodie. It's really cold outside and I just don't feel like doing anything but like curling up and playing with my baby and just relaxing all day. But it's Friday, so I want to get some stuff done because the weekend will be here. We can relax. You know, I don't think we really have any plans this weekend, but I need to get some laundry done. I want to plan out dinner. I need to get some stuff done in the kitchen. Like, for some reason, our dishwasher just like didn't wash any of our dishes very well last night. Maybe it was too full. I don't know. So I have to hand wash a bunch of stuff. Yay. So I need to get up and get moving. It's like 9:30 right now. David's at work. The big kids are at school. Me and Mark have just been hanging out. So like you can stay in your pajamas if you get up and do some work. So that's what I'm doing right now. I think for dinner, I'm going to do some potato soup. I have a big bag of potatoes that really need to be used up. And I can't remember the last time I made potato soup in the crock pot. It turned out really good, but I don't remember exactly what I did. So I'm just gonna wing it. I looked up a few recipes and nothing was like how I wanted it to be, like simple. So I think I'm just gonna cut the potatoes really, really small, put them in the crock pot with a little bit of water and chicken base or chicken bouillon and let that cook until it gets tender. And then I'm gonna stir in some cheese, maybe some American cheese or maybe some cream cheese, that might be good, and some evaporated milk, some seasonings. We're gonna call it good. I think it would be really good to have that with some cornbread. So that's my plan. I know that's like carby, but it just sounds good with it turning cold. I think our heater kicked on last night, which is another reason I don't think like my sinuses are hurting. I hate when the heater kicks on. I always turn it really far down so it doesn't kick on unless it gets really cold. Poor little Mark woke up with a bloody nose. Sometime in the night, I guess his nose bled because he had like dried blood all over his face. My kids are really sensitive to like dry air, especially this time of year when we're just trying to get used to heaters being on places. So anyway, there's Layla walking by. You guys join me for the day. We'll hang out together. No major plans, just a cozy day at home. And also, there's going to be no lunch video today. I meant to say that at the beginning of this. I know Saturdays are usually my lunch video day. However, I was gone like 3 mornings out of the 5, and I just decided to skip the lunch videos, and we'll start back to next week. But I did pack Nate mac and cheese in his new thermos. Last week, did this. We got him a new thermos because we thought maybe that's why he's not been eating lunch that good. Maybe his old thermos isn't working as well. Packed him mac and cheese last week. He didn't eat any of it, even in the new thermos. So I have found that he really isn't liking shells and cheese, and that's what I've been packing. So I packed him just regular blue box, kid-friendly mac and cheese. He used to love shells and cheese. I don't know what's going on. And I showed him before he left. I said, look, Mommy packed you mac and cheese. And he was immediately like, no. I'm like, well, this is what I packed you. And it's the kind you like. And it's the one you ate last night and you loved. And he was just like, no. So I will update you today on how the mac and cheese goes. I don't know. That used to be his favorite lunch. And now he doesn't want to eat it. So we'll see. Mac and cheese mystery here. So anyway, I'm going to go get the stuff in the crock pot because those potatoes, if you use like real raw potatoes instead of like a lot of the recipes have you use like hash brown potatoes, like frozen, like pre-cooked potatoes, but the raw potatoes take a while. So I'm going to have to get them in the crock pot and get them like cranked up on high. And it's going to take me a while to chop all those up. So I'm going to get that in the crock pot. I'm going to wash my dishes. And Mark is having so much fun playing with his cars. He's been playing with them for like the last 2 hours. So he loves his cars. He has every kind of car you could imagine. He knows all the names of them. He's going to be like a car man, I think. So anyway, I'm going to get going. Y'all come spend the day with me. And also, another thing I have to do tonight is finish cutting the grass. David's recovering from a minor surgery. I asked him today, I said, how are you feeling? And he's like, so good. But still, he doesn't need to be cutting the grass. And we are so close, I think, to be done with grass cutting. But the backyard needs to be finished. So I hopefully will have the energy later tonight, to cut the grass. So that's what, oh, and I've got to edit videos. I've got a lot to do today, so y'all just come with me today. Guys, okay, so let's see. Got a lot of stuff done. Trying to fix my potato soup because when it's been hours, they're almost like the potatoes are almost tender, so I switched it to low. When I was seasoning the potatoes, I was using seasoned salt, and I had to take the lid off because it was kind of like clumping. And so as I was you probably know where I'm going with this. As I was dumping in the seasoning, a bunch came out. And I couldn't really tell how much it was. I'm like, I got some of it out that I could get out. I was like, you know what? Let me just let it go and I'll taste it as we do this. Maybe it'll be fine. Well, I just tasted it and it's very salty. I'm trying to find a better light to stand. It's very, very salty. So I got as much broth out as I could and replaced with water. So I'm hoping that'll tone it down. I am still gonna add milk and cheese and sour cream and stuff. So I'm hoping this is gonna turn out. It's not disgustingly salty, but it's definitely more salty than I want it. So I'm hoping replacing a lot of the broth with the water will help tone it down. So I have to just doing that. Just got Mark down for a nap. I got my video edited. I got my laundry done. So I've been really busy. And now Nate will be home in less than an hour. So I think I'm going to just read some of my book. I am reading, I always like to tell you guys what I'm reading. Let's come in here because I can't remember the name of it. Let's see. I am reading a Ruth Ware book, which I really like her books. I've read several this year, and it's called One by One. I'm only maybe a fifth of the way through it. So lately I have not had as much time to read, and I'm trying to get back into it, but it's been really a challenge. I don't know why. It just feels really difficult to finish books. I've started a bunch of different books and I just kind of get sick of it and I don't finish it. And I don't know. So I need to I think this is my 45th book this year. And I was really hoping to get past I was hoping for 100, but I don't think that's going to happen. For sure, that's not going to happen unless I just read for the next 3 months solid. But even 70, 80, that'd be awesome. So I don't know, I started out really strong, but the last month, I don't think I've read hardly at all, maybe 1 or 2 books. So it's been kind of busy. So anyway, I have about an hour before Nate gets home. So I'm just going to chill for a little while. And then when he gets home, I'll spend some time with him before Lucy gets home. And then when she gets home, it's always a mad crazy rush of making sure their homework is done, making sure piano practice gets done. When David gets home, I need to cut the grass. I need to edit this video. So this is my one time a day to relax and chill. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'll see y'all back in a little bit. He is home. He did not take 1 bite of his mac and cheese. I guess I'm just going to stop packing it because when I do, he just ends up eating strawberries. Although I did talk to his teacher and she said last week I talked to her about just some various things. This IEP and stuff was happening last week. And she did tell me they do have snacks in their class. So sometimes he'll have goldfish or different things. Uh-oh. Anyway, he did not eat his mac and cheese. But I will tell you guys, this thermos is awesome. I made this at 7 this morning. It is now 2:20. And this is still slightly warm. It's not piping hot, but I bet you it was at lunchtime. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but that's all right. He likes chicken nuggets, he likes snacky lunches, and he likes French toast. And we'll just stick with that for now, I guess. Can you guys see how great I look right now? Okay, so we have just been chilling, and I am just feeling very tired. And it's like the days that I don't get ready and I don't do my hair and I don't get dressed, I definitely think it affects me. I am tired anyway because, like I said, I didn't sleep very good, but I do feel extra lazy just being in my pajamas. So maybe next week I won't do this, but it's Friday night, so I don't feel too bad. The potato soup ended up being really good, but it was a hot mess express. So I told y'all I had it too salty. Drained a lot of the broth off, added water. Well, then I added too much water. It was too soupy. Potato soup, like, you know, you want it to be creamy. You don't want it to be like brothy, like real super brothy, you know. And by the time I added the evaporated milk, Layla's in here eating food if you hear that noise. By the time I added evaporated milk and a little bit of cream cheese, it was way too liquidy. So I had some instant mashed potatoes. Thankfully, I had some of those in the pantry, and I added some of those into the soup, and it worked like a charm. It did great, but I added a little bit too much of those, and so I had to add some milk, some just regular like 2% milk that I had. And then I tasted it and it wasn't enough seasoned, so then I had to add more garlic and salt and pepper, lots of pepper. And anyway, by the time it was all said and done, here is the picture. I did not make cornbread. I just served it with some sourdough bread that I had in the freezer. The sliced sourdough bread from Aldi, the little loaf that you can get there, is so good. I like to keep it in the freezer and then just pull out a slice or two as we need it. It makes really, really good grilled cheese sandwiches or just toast or whatever. David took a bite and he was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so good." And I was like, "Oh, I'm so glad," because I've been tweaking this soup all day. But that's like the thing about cooking that is learned when things go awry, like how to fix it. You know, sometimes you can't, but luckily for this, I was able to do a few things and tweak it. I've heard people say, like, if you put in a potato, like a raw potato in soup, it will absorb a lot of the salt. I did have a couple extra potatoes, so I thought about doing that, but it was in a crock pot and I just wasn't sure how long that would take. And so my method worked, thank goodness, but it was just kind of a hot mess. We do have a lot of leftovers. And it was just a really good simple meal. And like I said, it was something I needed to use up. I've really got to do better about using up food and not wasting food and making sure that we're using like up stuff. I mean, I've done pretty well. I don't throw away a lot of food. I try to use it up, but I could do better. I think we always could do better. So that is the saga of the potato soup. We're just kind of hanging out right now. The kids are playing. Things are chaotic. We just all ate dinner, and everybody's had a bath, and we're just chilling. I needed to cut the grass, but I don't think I'm going to do it today. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. It's not that bad. So I may just wait for another day or two. I may regret that, but I just don't feel like doing it. So I'm going to get this video up for you guys. I am kind of at that point where I took a little break from YouTube and now I feel like I'm behind at YouTube to where I'm editing for the next day, and I don't really like that. I like to stay more ahead, but October is going to be, I'm just going to tell y'all, October is going to be a crazy month for us. So if in the next month you see a day or two here or there, and I'll probably tell you guys when it's coming, of no videos, you'll understand why. We're going to be out of town for fall break for the kids. We have a ministers conference, and I'm also going to see my brother and his new baby coming up in a few weeks, and I'm so pumped. I have not seen this little guy. He was born in June. Is that right? Yeah, June. And I haven't got to see him yet, and I'm about to die. So I'm going to get to go see him in a few weeks. And so just a lot of traveling, which is all fun stuff, but it does put me behind on YouTube. So I'm going to try to keep caught up, but you guys will know if and when I get behind, you'll be able to tell. Anyways, that is it for today's video. Tune in tomorrow for my Sunday chat. We're finishing up the Armor of God series, and I've enjoyed it so much. And then we'll be back with normal vlogs and hauls and lunch videos and everything else coming next week. So if you are not subscribed and you watch, make sure you are subscribed. It really does help out my channel, as well as you giving the video a thumbs up always helps, and commenting on the video always helps. I love you guys. I'll see you later, and stay safe out there. Bye.
It was a Thursday night when I first saw you. Those green eyes caught me. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a Friday night when I first kissed you.